قالوا ربنا يعلم إنا إليكم لمرسلون وما علينا إلا البلاغ.
But now you want to forward it. That's what
قالوا إنا تطيرنا بكم لئن لم تنتهوا لنرجمنكم وليمسنكم منا عذاب أليم. قالوا طائركم معكم أئن ذكرتم بل أنتم قوم مسرفون. وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين اتبعوا من لا يسألكم أجرا وهم مهتدون. وما لي لا أعبد الذي فطرني وإليه ترجعون. أأتخذ من دونه آلهة إن يردني الرحمن بضر لا تغن عني شفاعتهم شيئا ولا ينقذون. إني إذا لفي ضلال مبين. إني آمنت بربكم فاسمعون. قيل ادخل الجنة قال يا ليت قومي يعلمون بما غفر لي ربي وجعلني من المكرمين. وما أنزلنا على قومي من بعدي من جند من السماء وما كنا منزلين. إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم خامدون. يا حسرة على العباد ما يأتيهم من رسول إلا كانوا به يستهزئون. ألم يروا كم أهلكنا قبلهم من القرون أنهم إليهم لا يرجعون. وإن كل لما جميع لدينا محضرون. وآية لهم الأرض الميتة أحييناها وأخرجنا منها حبا فمنه يأكلون. وجعلنا فيها جنات من نخيل وعناب وفجرنا فيها من العيون ليأكلوا من ثمره وما عملته أيديهم أفلا يشكرون. سبحان الذي خلق الأزواج كلها مما تنبت الأرض ومن أنفسهم ومما لا يعلمون. وآية لهم الليل نسلخ منه النهار فإذا هم مظلمون. والشمس تجري لمستقر لها ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم. والقمر قدرناه منازل حتى عاد كالعرجون القديم. لا الشمس ينبغي لها أن تدرك القمر ولا الليل سابق النهار وكل في فلك يسبحون. وآية لهم أنا حملنا ذريتهم في الفلك المشحون وخلقنا لهم من مثله ما يركبون. وإن نشأ نغرقهم فلا صريخ لهم ولا هم ينقذون إلا رحمة منا ومتاعا إلى حين. وإذا قيل لهم اتقوا ما بين أيديكم وما خلفكم لعلكم ترحمون. وما تأتيهم من آية من آيات ربهم إلا كانوا عنها معرضين. وإذا قيل لهم أنفقوا مما رزقكم الله قال الذين كفروا للذين آمنوا أنطعم من لو يشاء الله أطعمه إن أنتم إلا في ضلال مبين ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين ما ينظرون إلا صيحة واحدة تأخذهم وهم يخصمون فلا يستطيعون توصية ولا إلى أهلهم يرجعون ونفخ في الصور فإذا هم من الأجداث إلى ربهم ينزلون قالوا يا ويلنا من بعثنا من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم جميع لدينا محضرون فاليوم لا تظلم نفس شيئا ولا تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون إن أصحاب الجنة اليوم في شغل فاكهون هم وأزواجهم في ظلال على الأرائك متكئون لهم فيها فاكهة ولهم ما يدعون سلام قولا من رب رحيم وامتازوا اليوم أيها المجرمون ألم أعهد إليكم يا بني آدم ألا تعبدوا الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين وأن اعبدوني هذا صراط مستقيم ولقد أضل منكم جبلا كثيرا أفلم تكونوا تعقلون هذه جهنم التي كنتم توعدون اصلوها اليوم بما كنتم تكفرون اليوم نختم على أفواههم وتكلمنا أيديهم وتشهد أرجلهم بما كانوا يكسبون ولو نشاء لطمسنا على أعينهم فاستبقوا الصراط فأنى يبصرون ولو نشاء لمسخناهم على مكانتهم فما استطاعوا مضيا ولا يرجعون ومن نعمره ننكسه في الخلق أفلا يعقلون وما علمناه الشعر وما ينبغي له إن هو إلا ذكر وقرآن مبين لينذر من كان حيا ويحق القول على الكافرين لينذر من كان حيا ويحق القول على الكافرين أولم يروا أنا خلقنا لهم مما عملت أيدينا أنعاما فهم لها مالكون وذللنا لهم فمنها ركبهم ومنها يأكلون ولهم فيها منافع ومشارب أفلا يشكرون واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم جند محضرون فلا يحزنك قولهم إنا نعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون أفلم ير الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم الذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Brother, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Take off the echo. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي أرني الحق حقا فاتبعه والباطل باطلا فاجتنبه ولا تجعلهما متشابها عليه فأتبع هواي بغير علم. O Allah, allow me to see the right path and allow me to see the wrong path and allow me to see the difference between the two, so I may choose rightly. As we are moving forward on these nights, we commemorate a man who came so many years ago. What's the big deal? Why do we do this every year? Let's say you live 70 years. You get 70 times to do this. We do it every year. One might say, aren't you guys sick of that? Isn't it something that, just get over it? You know, the man passed away a long time ago. Or is it a symbol of justice, stance for truth? Is it an understanding, an algorithm for the soul, a testament, a university that we can all visit each year and begin to understand who we are? So there's a difference when you look at Karbala as just a time that is passing and I get to commemorate and maybe feel good about myself. When I do Latam, is my principle being driven into my chest? Or do I just want to feel sad and cry? Maybe just relieve myself of the troubles of life. So one has to ask, why do we do this every year? It's beautiful when you can raise children like Imam Hussain alayhi salam. If you look at Ali al-Akbar, the strength at such youth, the capability of raising a child to stand on the day of Karbala. Brother, how old are you? 22. You're still young. You're a young buck, as they say. That smile is beautiful. Your youth is with you, but age is calling you. And it'll be there in seconds, trust me. On that level, it's incredible. The day passes quick. The hours, the years. You'll turn around, you're 40 years old. But it's incredible when you can raise a child that can take a position so quickly in life, and you can see them. When you look at children, you can see them. It's incredible. What is our job? How do you raise kids like Imam Hussain alayhi salam raised kids? How do we do that? When we started our conversation, we said that the conscious mind needs to dominate the subconscious mind. When that takes over, your personality is embedded in your subconscious mind. And then you direct it towards Allah Azza wa Jal through your subconscious strength. That was the first night. The second night, we went further and we dove further, let's say, into your subconscious mind. We gave levels to build your faith. And we said one place you have to find in your subconscious mind is God's address in your own heart. When you find that, it gives you security, safety. That Imam Ali alayhi salam, he says, seek security. Bis-sabri wal-yaqeen. Sabr, patience. What is yaqeen? Yaqeen is certainty that Allah has control over all things. That's where you seek your security from. وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ وَكِيلًا. Rely on Allah, and He's all you need. When you find that, when the world comes and the challenges come, and you're 22, but you're facing things that begin to overtake you, the challenge is over your capability. You can't do anything for yourself. The doctor can't do anything for you. And now you're laying in bed. And you're scared. Where do you go? Where? Who do you have? Who? Your mom, your dad? Nobody can help you. You can help me. Can you help me? Okay, very good. Come here. MashaAllah. This is the truth right here. Her mind is what they're after. That's the truth. We talked about that. She's my little sister. She's your daughter. She's my sister. She's also my daughter. This is how we have to think. My heart gravitates to this. This is the truth. She's innocent. Her heart is innocent. We're going to go through the stages tonight. From 7 to 14 to 21. But we're going to go into neuropsychology in the development stages. And we're going to develop. We're going to take the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa alihi, sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Give me your other hand. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you want to go to Baba? Thank you. Let's give her a lot of salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I couldn't ask for a better cue. Alhamdulillah. So, with these nights, there's something so special in life. When your heart grabs these understandings, and then you embed them into your heart, and you keep them very close. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحُولُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ. Know that Allah now begins to intervene between you and your heart. Start getting guided. Something opens. يَهْدِ اللَّهَ لِنُورِهِ مَن يَشَاءُ. Allah guides to His light that is inside your heart, whoever He wills. When you commit to Allah, watch what He will start giving you. That light will begin to open. وَمَنْ يُرِيدَ اللَّهِ أَنْ يَهْدِيَهُ يَشْرَحْ صَدْرَهُ لِلْإِسْلَامِ. An inshirah happens. Your heart begins to see. So you delve further into your subconscious mind. You find Allah's address in your heart. You begin to change. Your actions begin to change. You develop yourself further. You go deeper in faith. We said yesterday, first level, al-fitri, innate knowledge. Al-fikri, you begin to reflect. Then al-hissi, the heart connects to the faith. Now you have it. It's yours. Congratulations. When you connect the thought of prayer to the heart, and that emotion connects, and imagine you're in the middle of the water. You're in the middle of the ocean. I was on a cruise ship, and we were going through a hurricane. And I swear to you, the waves were like mountains. And when that fear hits the heart, and you know, I felt that verse. That's why it's so special to me. I felt it. I literally opened the balcony door. There were about 8 inches of water outside, and it just flowed in. I'm like, subhanAllah. I just wanted to see. I wanted to look outside. I wanted to see how the wave just came alive. The ocean came alive. I wanted to feel that. I wanted to feel that. I wanted to experience it. So now, when that hits, how do you have a calm heart? Like Zainab, Salamullahu alayha. How? When she stands in front of a tyrant. How does that happen? How does the heart stay calm in the utmost states of fear? Find God's address. Al-dhikr. Remember Allah. When you remember Allah, أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنُّ الْقُلُوبِ. Surely with the remembrance of who? Allah. That's Allah's address. His dhikr. Constant state of dhikr. When you find that, you have strength, capability to overcome life. Now you build confidence. You're moving. You're strong. And then, let's say you make a mistake. We went through 5 steps yesterday to actually help yourself and take yourself out of certain situations where the heart doesn't begin to lose its nur. The heart stays alive. Where Imam Ali alayhi salam, he says, "An-nasu niyam, idha matu intabahu." People are asleep. When they die, they wake up. Don't be that person. Awaken your heart. 22 years old, awaken the heart. Keep it in a state where you have control over it. And please, brothers, your cell phone. Thank you. I appreciate it. If I were to talk to you guys this way, and I turn my back to you, how does that feel? Does that feel good? It's kind of rude, isn't it? It's a rude perspective. I'm not calling you up. I'm sorry. But that's the truth. The way you pay attention to someone is the way you value them. We have to understand this kind of etiquette. Please, I'm not calling you out for anything. Please. Just we have to be the utmost in strength, capability. The way we are. We have to hold the highest manners. We have to. إِنَّمَا بُعِثْتُ لِأُتَمِّمَ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ. The Prophet was sent to what? Perfect our mannerism. Say please and thank you whenever you can. Perfect that. Thank you. I just tried to apply what I just said. So tonight, let's take the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then we're going to take Imam Ali alayhi salam. What you should be for your daughter or your son. And what is your daughter or your son to you? The Prophet, we're going to make a hamburger. Okay? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Imam Ali alayhi salam. The bread. Then we're going to go in between. Both of them talk about 777. Both of them have a hadith. But one hadith is you to your daughter or your son. The other hadith is the reverse. The other hadith is the son and the daughter to the father or the mother. This is incredible in terms of just understanding the psychology and how this stuff works. It's really incredible when you go into that. So my young brothers and sisters, I met someone yesterday. I think her name was Noor. She's a little challenged physically, but I swear to you, she touched my heart. Noor, if you're watching, you are my inspiration. Because what I saw with her was something incredible. And I love that. I love the strength and that capability to overcome. That it doesn't matter if I don't have limbs, it doesn't matter. If I am having trouble seeing, it doesn't matter. If I'm having trouble understanding, it doesn't matter. I know where to go in my heart. Life can never overtake me. That's inspiration. She inspires me. I have to do more. So now, the Prophet, he says the first stage, from a day of birth till 7 years of age. He says, لَعِبْهُ سَبْعٌ. Be a playmate for 7 years. So now we're going to develop the mind and to see the stages. We're going to go deeper. And what is our responsibility to take on the next level of the youth? And what is our responsibility to make sure that they strive? We're going to do the 777. Then what is our religious obligation? What should you give into the heart of a child on a religious, spiritual level? We're going to go some psychology, neurology, and then we're going to go into some spiritual aspects. So number one, till 7 years of age. He says, لَعِبْ be a playmate, لَعِبْهُ سَبْعٌ. From the day of birth till 7 years of age, from 0 to 2, the brain has expanded to about 80% of its adult growth. 80%. So if you think that the kid does not understand, you're wrong. You're wrong. That machine that it's inside its head is incredible. What it's taking in is incredible. The brain takes in subconsciously over 11 million bits of information per second. That's the subconscious element. I'll give you an example. Right now, everyone's focused on me. Everyone focus your mind right now on my hand. Everyone look at my hand really quickly. Can you see it? What am I doing now? A fist, correct? Full focus on here. Now pay attention to the pressure of the seat on your body or the floor on your body. Everybody there? Can everybody sense it?
Yes.
How come you didn't feel that before? That means that information was always coming in. It was always coming in. But your attention has a limit. All that information that's coming in is knocked down to about 7 bits of information per second. That's your conscious ability. So now, you know a cool fact. Subconscious, conscious mind. From 0 to 7, there's so much happening. Number 2, synaptic pruning. What is that? The brain is becoming faster. It's the things that the synapses and the neural connections that are not used, they're actually pushed away. And they're actually eliminated for life. To such a point that in the Arabic language, let's say, if you don't learn, I think till 9 months of age, if you do not say and enunciate certain letters, you can never say them. Never. Because you got pruned. Those synapses are gone. So phonics are very important at a very young age. Now think of the Quran. Think of the Quran. And how you should constantly be playing the Quran for our children. The Quran, I'll talk about it a little later, but it has a message. It has a spiritual aspect to it, even within the words. Just hear it. Instead of turning on, la samahullah, the same music or anything else, turn on the right frequency for your heart. So now, third level, myelination. Myelination starts in the back of the brain. Myelin is something that's around the axon of every neuron. You know what that does? It speeds up the communication. The brain is becoming faster. The processing is becoming faster. And it starts in the back of the brain and it keeps moving to the front of the brain. That's from 0 to 7 years of age. When that is happening, he says, be a playmate. Have them explore. I'm going to talk about some mistakes that we make here. So important. Why is the Prophet telling you to be a playmate? Be a playmate. Let them explore. There's a part of the brain that has exploratory system. They want to touch, feel, grab. They'll run up to strangers. They'll do things that you wouldn't want them to. Why? Because they're exploring. Are they asking for your permission? Most of the time, no, they're not. Allow them to explore. But what do we do as parents? Imagine now, you come, and as the kid's exploring, you apply fear. Man, I'm not telling you not to discipline. You're just in the wrong stage. Second stage. The Prophet talks about from 7 to 14. Dangerous place. He says, وَأَدِّبْهُ سَبْعًا. Imam Ali alayhi salam, he says, فَإِنَّمَا قَلْبُ الْحَدَثِ كَالْأَرْضِ الْخَالِيَةِ مَا أُلْقِيَ فِيهَا مِنْ شَيْءٍ قَبْلَتُهُ. The heart of a 7-year-old, let's say 8-year-old, is like fallow ground. It's freshly tilled soil. Whatever is planted in it takes seed. Your job here is to do what? Discipline. And he's telling you, teach him. My brother, how old are you?
12.
12. My brother, how old are you? 11. 11. 13. 12. 14. 22, correct? Hassan. Alright, so now, you guys are a critical age, and I'll get to your stage in a second. But all of you are at this stage. You should ask your father. You know what you should ask your father for? Dad, discipline me. Please teach me discipline. Tonight, go to your father and tell him, if he's here, tell him, teach me how to be disciplined. What is discipline? It's the ability to tell the self no. So when you get taught discipline, Imam Ali alayhi salam is talking to Imam Hussain when he was 6 to 7 years of age. He says, I want to teach you the first thing. And the first thing is discipline. But what happens on a neural level at 7 years of age? The growth happens to another level. The brain takes almost full now course. But what happens is something very, very important. And please, my brothers, pay attention to this. Okay, especially you right here. Your prefrontal cortex, which is the front of your brain, activates at another level. You know what that's in charge of? That begins to develop. That's your decision making, planning. That takes on another level. You begin to reason. 1 + 1 = 2. You have a cognitive understanding of how the world works. What's your name, brother? Murtada? MashaAllah. So now, Murtada, can you give me your full attention? Totally. Focus on me? Alright, very good. So now, next level. When that takes over and you begin to take another level, psychologically what happens? Friends and influence at that stage as well. Peer pressure. Social understanding. Social norms begin to affect them. How many of you have a phone? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, You guys know? Murtada, you don't have one? Okay. Tell your father and your mother, please don't give me a phone. I know that's against your want, correct? Do you want a phone, Murtada? Okay. 2 years old, they want a phone. Now, with my brothers who have a phone, be responsible with it. Because that thing, wow, what it can do to you. And what's going to download into your mind is something incredible. Be careful with it. Be careful. Now, that social understanding takes another level. When you hit 14 years of age, the Prophet says, then befriend him for 7. Why? Cognitive capability takes another level. Synaptic pruning takes another level. Myelination takes another level. But now there's more risk. Risky behavior. Please, my brothers, listen to this. When you're around 14 years of age, your limbic system, which is literally all of your desires, are fully intact. To my fathers and my mothers, understand this. It's like a kid in a big body. The mind up front takes till 25 years to complete. Because myelination starts from the back of the brain all the way to the front of the brain. The last part of the brain to develop is your decision-making system, your steering wheel, how to make decisions. So primarily, you have a Ferrari engine with bicycle brakes and a loose steering wheel. That's the truth. That's the state they are in. Please don't blame them. That's why the Prophet says, befriend them. We have to understand these things. If you're disciplining at that level, you've done it wrong. Your responsibility as a parent is great. Understand that. It's not the child's fault. I'm not telling you we don't have problems. There is an influence from the outside. I understand that. But we have to do what is right. Be a playmate for 7 years. Discipline for 7. And be a friend for 7. And there's neuropsychology all about that. Just look at ChatGPT. Put neuropsychology of the brain from birth till 7. See what comes up. Do your own research. Don't trust what I'm saying. But see and understand what is there. Now, but there's something that's very important that happens in that stage. So now, at that level, they begin to develop the moral code. They begin to understand the social structure. The social norms are intact. So they better be there. So if you're not there from 7 to 14, and you're at your job, the mother, let's say, wants to work, maybe you can't make ends meet, who's raising the kids? That's a full-time job. But I'm sorry, a lot of us are distracted. So as I stand here in front of you, it's also my responsibility. Now let's go to the other side. Let's get the other half. Let's get the other piece of the bread. What is your child to you? Imam Ali alayhi salam, he says, so the Prophet on one end, Imam Ali on the other. This, when I read this hadith, it really shakes you by the end. The way Imam Ali alayhi salam describes the end piece, the last statement is incredible. It really strikes the heart. And to me, how do I get this? As you're doing this research, I swear to you, you begin to think, you're like, wow, subhanallah. How does this come across? Let's say you know psychology, neuropsychology, and you begin to understand how the brain works. And then you go back and you read some of this stuff. I swear to you, it's incredible. Najl Balagha, just open up the end of it. There's 400, I think, in 71 short sayings. Just read them. Just read one per day. Just one per day. Just read it. And if you can't read the Arabic, read the translation. Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq. Just listen to it. Just every day, 6 months, listen to it. And watch how your behavior will change. They are the scientists of the soul. They know the algorithm to your heart. They know how to feed you the right information. We don't believe in that though. We do believe up here. But it's one thing to know something. It's a whole other thing to feel it. It's a whole other thing. A lot of us have concepts that we believe in. But when those concepts are checked, your heart is not going to follow. It's not going to follow. Because you don't have the emotion connected and infused, which becomes a belief. And now I will not move. This is my stand. This is who I am. This is Assalamu alaikum. Now, on that level, Imam Ali states, he is your comfort for 7 years. Comfort. You're a playmate, the kid's a comfort. Look at that. Subhanallah. Watch the combination of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, sallallahu ala Muhammad wa alayhi Muhammad. You know, I'm really honored, I swear to you, to be here. Because I get to do this. And it means a lot to me. Murtada, just looking at your face, it means a lot to me. Taha. What's your name, brother? Ali. Ali, mashallah. I picked the right person. Okay, Ali and the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wa alihi, when they come together, it's incredible how they build the nation. Where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa alihi, his wave started 1400 years ago. The man has over 2 billion followers and doesn't have social media. وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ. And Allah raises the name. You want to make money? Watch. You want the world? Watch. But submit your heart first. That Imam Ali alayhi salam, he says, رِكْعَةٌ فِي دُنْيَاكُمْ رِكْعَةٌ فِي دُنْيَاكُمْ أَحَبُّ لِي مِنَ الْجَنَّةِ وَمَا فِيهَا. One rak'ah of salah in this world is better for me than heaven and what is in it. Think about that. Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam was asked, why? Why is that? Why is one rak'ah, one sujood, better than one heaven and what is in it? How? So heaven's on earth. He says, because here there is ibadah. I get to worship Allah. We get to do this every single day. I get to worship Allah. In heaven, there is no more worship. It's over. It's done. But look at that. And dua makarim al-akhlaq. Dua kumail. Dua kumail. Imam Ali states, he says, if you were to put me in the depths of your hell, put me in the worst place possible, I will always call on you. Build the heart to be like that. Your salah should be like that. Have it be intact that leads your life. So now, he says he's your comfort for 7. Then he says, khadimuka 7. Then he serves you for 7 years of age. He serves you, service. You're a disciplinarian, and then what? The other side's in the state of service. Murtada. Do you serve your father? Do you listen to him? Very good. Ali, how about you, my brother?
Of course.
MashaAllah. Taha, listen to your dad?
Yeah.
MashaAllah. Very good. Now, 7 years of age, 14 years of age. The Prophet from one side, Imam Ali from the next. The Prophet says, from 7 to 21, he says, be a friend. Imam Ali gives a warning on the other side.
Subhanallah.
14 to 7, beautiful time. 14 to 21, be careful. The Prophet says, be a friend. Imam Ali alayhi salam says he will either become your friend or your enemy. that's a warning for all of us. For all of us. With me, as I was growing up, I had amazing parents. They're both gone. Alhamdulillah. My father was an incredible man. He passed away about 4 or 5 months ago. My mom taught us patience. My dad taught us strength. My dad was like a mountain. She couldn't move. 7 months when he first came here, 5 kids and a wife, he bought a house. So don't tell me you can't do something. No language. No language. Respect your parents. Take care of them. Because one day, they're not going to be here. So on that level, be very careful. And when they hit 14 years of age, become a friend. Guide them. Show them. Now what's our responsibility? Really quickly. On a spiritual level. Now you know. They're either going to become your friend or they're going to become your enemy. First thing. Our ulama tell us. From that level, the first thing you should teach is have the Quran be playing. Connect them to the Quran.